Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Big SMOWL Talk. Today we are with Eliana Cañón, Marketing Manager for Ibero-America. Hello, Eliana.
How is it going?
All right. We are in another edition of the e-learning experience carried out by Smowltech, one of the references in the e-learning field in Spain. And we had a brief conversation pending with you, Eliana. Eliana is from Open LMS. We have been working together with Open LMS for several years now. For those who don't know, autonomy is one of the most important cloud LMS providers, if you could tell it. We know that today there are many institutions, both universities and other types of institutions, that need a powerful, highly personalized LMS environment. One of my first questions was in relation to this personalization, right? Why are you so committed to this personalization? I don't know if you can comment on me, of course.
Well, I think personalization is one of our keywords in the message we want to give to all of our customers and those people we want to reach. Finally, personalization allows the student, both the student and institutions and companies that have different needs, in different contexts, different ways of learning. They can feel comfortable learning. So, what we do is precisely offer solutions, flexible ways, so that they can achieve their goals as they are best suited to.
Also, in relation to Open LMS, I know from experience that you work a lot with not only the core, which would be the LMS, but also with added services. Thanks to the collaboration with Open LMS, we are working on a very large project in Spain, which would be the centralized virtual campus of the armed forces of the three armies of Spain, which has been a project which we have achieved together with SAMO and autonomy. And I also wanted to ask you about all these added services that are included within the field. I know you work with several, including Smalls. I don't know if you could tell me about any of the collaborations you have or partners you have and why you consider this sense to be so important.
Well, alliances as such for us, clearly being a learning platform, are very important because what they do is strengthen the learning ecosystem for any client. So, both Smowltech and any other type of alliance. It's more as part of it being a more comprehensive system and a more comprehensive solution that we're giving to customers. So, it is obvious that for us, it is obvious that the platform does not work, and we do not work with you now. With you specifically, the issue of digital security, digital trust is through the roof. You guys are great at what you do. It generates a lot of confidence in us, and we pass that on to our customers. The relationship between us has also been more of a dynamic of collaboration to be able to reach these places with a more robust and reliable proposal. This is what we do with all partners.
And as for the universities and other types of centers with which you work, we now know that we have the challenge of artificial intelligence. Content is always one of the most important issues. What would be the biggest challenges of centers of this type, in your opinion?
Well, I've been in autonomy for almost 3 years, and I think that one of the challenges in this whole e-learning issue is how the resistance to change that the teaching part has, which has been a super important job to be able to train them so that they understand the importance of digitalization. And also to understand that digitization does not take a short time. It is not from one day to the next. It not only depends on digital tools, so to speak, but that they are also needed. So, the resistance to change, I think another of the difficulties that there is in the sector, so to speak, also depending on different territories, the budgetary limitation. That is where the importance of being able to deliver and offer a solution that is affordable for them comes in. And that is where it comes in, importance of alliances. So, the budgetary limitations and perhaps also the capacity of technological infrastructure.
Even within the same territory, there are universities that have less capacity that have historically done less in the digital field, and there are others that, for example, may be very advanced. We have known cases like this. And as for OpenOMS, in summary, what would be the main value you bring as a platform?
It is very clear to us, and it is what we sell and put into our heads day by day, and that is that we are flexible. We adapt. They do not adapt to us, but we adapt to institutions, any type of client. They are scalable in terms of prices, in terms of needs, and we are totally user-centric. At the end of the day, all this means is that we go beyond making software, but that we give information, support, community. We have a number of things to offer beyond a platform.
For those who don't know, Open LMS puts the infrastructure behind the LMS, which is sometimes one of from the Achilles heels. We can have what is seen by the user is very good, but the infrastructure must also be able to respond to all that volume, both absolute and concurrent. That Open LMS, you do a great job there. We have worked with you. We have been from Australia, through Europe, North America, South America.
And I love that we are already there. What I was telling you before, we are already generating spaces, really, where there is a dynamic of collaboration, that we can really see each other together, sell ourselves together, offer ourselves together. That gives more confidence, support.
Eliana, as a last question, I wanted to ask you about the news or future collaborations. What do you hope to have during the next few months, during the year 25?
In general, the idea of us this year is that we come with some very cool artificial intelligence proposals that allow the teacher or educator to save time, optimize time. And on the other hand, we also want to be everywhere. We want to be part of all the activities where that niche we want to reach is. The importance of alliances, we are super focused in terms of product on the issue of artificial intelligence and on the personalization of learning paths, and on the other hand, on alliances with our partners in strategic territories.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Eliana from OpenOMS. See you in another episode, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you later.